There was a time in comic book movies wasn't everyone's go-to film, a time where only the nerds liked superhero films. Now here everyone is buying tickets for some of the most successful movies of today's time, which are usually adapted by comics such as Marvel or DC. With most, it seems to be an ongoing battle to the deaths of which is better.
Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore.
I'm sure all of you already know that Marvel is owned by Disney, giving the necessary budget to create these stories and characters along with the action scenes. It sure has picked up within the last 20 years, since the 2000s thanks to the success of X-Men and Spider-Man. To the majority of the fans of either Marvel or DC, their quality is better. DC has been a popular brand since 1978, and Superman and 1989's Batman, way before it was trendy. In 1977, Marvel was lucky enough to get a show based on Spider-Man.
Adult approach is what I found so refreshing about this Batman movie. We have so many films these days that are being made for the teenage audience, films that look like overblown TV shows. Here's a picture with adult stars, troubled characters, and a dark look. It's a shame that that approach has to be considered a risk these days, but I'm certainly glad the approach was taken.
I'm not here to debate which is better. Like so many fans of their preferred title, there's no other answer but theirs.
Courageous, self-sacrificing people, setting examples for all of us. Everybody loves a hero. People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names.
I think both are widely successful, and some not, with their occasional flops, and both well worth the production and time for making the movie. DC is known for its dark and grittier approach, which is what can make or break its success, depending on what you consider entertainment. Marvel can have its comic side, as well as some well-written dialogue. I don't think it's fair to say one is better than the other. I admit, as more of a fan of DC, I do struggle with finding their identity, no thanks to Zack Snyder, or the few that knows what it wants to be, with great directors and cast behind the cameras, making it clear on what the story is focusing on. Those type of films tend to stand out more than just your average superhero film on either side. Marvel's main heroes, such as Spider-Man and particularly Sam Raimi's version, are one of those examples of what Marvel should always strive to be, as well as DC's The Dark Knight, improving on its sequels and characters and story. A lot of people don't see eye to eye on many things, but for something as enjoyable as movies, it's one hobby we share in common, and we should respect each other's choices and opinions, because at the end of the day it doesn't change anything. It's not necessarily fact or false. Just enjoy the movie you love. Talk about it maturely. It's okay to be divided on things. Whatever you're a fan of, either DC or Marvel, maybe occasionally even both. The reason this is even a discussion is because we're entertained by action, encouraging stories, with someone to look up to. Make your choice, make a stand, or even sit. Just shut the hell up and enjoy the show.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me.